Hello students, I am Geeta Shoran and I have started series of literary theory topics and I have uploaded 6 more videos on new criticism which is the part of literary theory, and this is part 7. And if you are searching for remaining 6 parts, I will provide the link of those videos in description box, so you can see the link in description box and you can watch those videos. So we will talk about today's lecture. The topic of today's lecture is Alan Tate, a great writer of new criticism. The full name of Alan Tate is John Orley Alan Tate, and he was baptized in 1899 and died in 1979. Known professionally as Alan Tate, was an American poet, essayist, social commentator, and poet laureate from 1943 to 1944. You will only remember the full name of Alan Tate and when he became poet laureate. It is enough in point of view of net, and it is enough from the biography of Alan Tate. Now we will talk about the work written by Alan Tate. The work is The Man of Letters in the Modern World, Selected Essays, 1928-1955. This is the most important work of Alan Tate, and from this work question comes in net exam, so it is very important for us to remember if we are preparing for net exam. So the title of the work is The Man of Letters in the World Modern World. So title is very important to remember, please remember this. Okay, now we will talk about the concept which has been taken from this work. The concept is tension. Tension is a concept, and this concept has been taken from this work, The Man of Letters in the World Modern World. So the concept is tension. Here we can see on our screen that tension in poetry has been taken from Tate's The Man of Letters in the Modern World, Selected Essays. It is important to remember from where the concept tension was taken. Okay, please remember this concept. So further he says that the essay deals with tension as the life of a poem. He says that without tension a poem cannot be exist. So tension is the life of a poem. It reveals Tate's view that a good poem is the one in which the extension and the intention are in state of tension. Here Tate uses two terms, extension and intention, and he removed ex from extension and in from intention, and he made a word tension. And here the meaning of tension is not stress. It is not like this, like it is not stress for like today's youth take for success and job. It is not this type of tension. Here tension means when a poet uses metaphor, similes, paradoxes, ambiguities, pun, and many things which make a poem beautiful. So these type of things is called tension here. So in other words, a good poem has a combination of both extensive or denotative and intensive or connotative meanings. He gives two type of meanings, denotative and connotative meaning. Here we will read what is the denotating and connotating meaning. Here he says that extension means denotating meaning and intention means connotating meaning, and it is very important to use both in a poem when a poet writes a poem. So tension is the necessary point of a poem. Without tension a poem cannot get beauty. So he removed the ex word from tension and in from intention, so he gets the word tension. So tension means the paradoxes, puns, whatever he uses in the poem when he is writing. So it is very important for the poet that he should put some stuff in the poem, so can the readers can get interest in the poem and they will read, and they will search the depth meaning of and the hidden meaning of the content. So it will be very interesting for the readers if it has tension. Without tension a poem cannot exist, and this concept was given by Alan Tate and he used it to refer to the element that are necessary for a work to be considered whole or complete. So this sense of tension was derived by Tate from two terms used in logic: extension and intension, from which he dropped the prefix, and it refers to a mutually dependent relationship between these different forms of meaning. Though the existence of both kinds of meaning creates a conflict, they are both necessary, because it is this conflict or tension that gives poetry its meaning. Without it, a poetry cannot get meaning. A poetry cannot get meaning, and a reader cannot get interest. So these terms these two terms are very important to use when a poet writes a poetry. So here denotating meaning, literal meaning, means surface meaning, when a reader don't feel need to go in depth to understand a content. And connotating meaning means when a reader have to go in depth, and he has to go for hidden meaning, that when he reads a content and he feels need that there is a hidden meaning in this concept, and he has to do efforts to get hidden meaning of that content. This that type of content is called connotating meaning. So here Tate says that there is a mingling of denotating and connotating meaning. These both are very important to use in the poetry if you want to make a poetry beautiful. So this is the very beautiful concept given by Tate. Please remember the concept. Here he says that he removed the prefixes, as I told you. Here extension refers to extensive or logical or denotative meaning in poetry. On the other hand, intention refers to the intensive or connotative or suggestive meaning of poetry. As I told you, that extension means literal meaning and intention means metaphorical meaning. When we read poetry and we get extension meaning, means it is not need to go in depth, but sometimes we have to go in depth and we have to search the hidden meaning in the content. That type of hidden meaning is called connotative or suggestive meaning of the poetry. So, a successful poem is the one in which these two meanings are in state of tension. And he calls the poem absurd, because good poetry is a unity of all the meaning. He says that without these stuff, a poetry cannot be called a good poetry. So the furthest extremes of intention and extension, these both terms are very important to use in poem if you want to make a poem very creative and beautiful. So this was the concept, very beautiful concept given by Tate. Please remember this concept. Here the question which was asked in past year questions of net exam. So the question is, in new criticism the key term tension is associated with. So it is very easy question and we can give the answer of this question very easily. The answer is Alan Tate. So that's it for today's lecture, and thanks for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon. So thank you so much.